She was now with an engagement ring. Are you guys getting married? Is it possible you guys are? The next thing I'm seeing pre-wedding photo on WhatsApp status exactly a month later. This guy chatted me up. Hello everyone, my name is Chinipe and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming here. Thank you for seeing this face. Returning subscriber, thank you so much. You're making me better. I appreciate you. I can't even take you for granted, okay? You already know what we are here for. I'm sure you must have seen the other video and you should know what I'm here to talk about. Well, pardon the sound as well. I am in a swampy environment, okay? And this is to 1 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. So I'm so sorry, okay? This is the only time I have to do this video because after now I may not be able to do it. That's why I'm just doing it as fast as I can. We are here to talk about my first heartbreak and how it happened and when it happened and the story behind it. Okay, so let's dive into the video. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button right now. It's after 1 a.m. and I'm doing this for you guys. See the effort I put into this space. So it's very heartbreaking when you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. So it's a very funny thing right now because I'm laughing about it, right? But before now, I wouldn't laugh about it. Well, I've grown, I've evolved. Some weeks back, my friend posted a picture reminding me of how our journey went, and it brought memories back to me, made me reminisce, and I was like, oh, that's true, right? It happened 2 years ago. I screen grabbed her status and I posted on my own status and said who wanted to know about it, and I saw a lot of comments. A lot of persons sent me direct messages, so I was like, okay, since you guys want to hear about it, so let me just talk about it. I saw a lot of DMs, as I said earlier, and like, mama, this one, that one. And okay, in case you do not know, I attended Redeemed Christian Fellowship in school, and I was an S-school while in school. So as long as you're an S-school in church, in school church, you have a lot of boundaries, and as long as you agree to be an S-school, it was not imposed. As long as you should abide by these rules. So yes, I was in a relationship while in school, and it was an intentional one. Remember, I'm a Christian, okay, and I know my boundaries. So this is just me putting a disclaimer out there that I don't know what you're having in mind actually. To avoid misconception, yes, I was in a relationship, and I'm not about to tell you what happened and what did not happen. I was in a relationship with someone, name withheld, of course I'm not supposed to call his name, and it was on off. It wasn't a very smooth one, but he's the only son of his mother. Of course, Nigerian parents, when they're the only egg, just want grandchildren, they want children, and as it wasn't possible for them to get their own children, they want grandchildren. Okay, so she just had him and she wanted him to get married early enough. And me, I was in school, I think I was in either 300, I think we started 300 or something, I've forgotten. But we were in a relationship for a while, but it wasn't a smooth one. It was break, come back, and the rest. And I forgot that I was on makeup. 2019 December, it was more intentional. That's when I got to know his friends and a lot. And coincidentally, 2019 December, his very close friend, Ifimi, was getting married that 2019 December. And January, his best friend was getting married January. So low-key, I felt he was being pressured. And the mom too was there telling him he should get married. So he told me about that, babe, what's up, let's get married. I was like, Okay, so in case you do not know, I come from a family where no, they're not going to allow me to get married in school. You have your first degree at least. So it's like a family policy. I'm not trying to say, oh, if you are not a graduate, you shouldn't get married. No, not at all. But it's just a family thing. Of course, how old was I? It's not like I was already in my late 30s or something that be like, just marry you. And if you know me away from social media, you know I have plans for nursing, you know I have plans for my life. Marriage is there, but it's not top list, okay? There are other things that are over it. I wasn't ready then, and I think we talked about, okay, that was in 2020, so now 2019, that was when I got to know his friends and everything, so we're always going out. Sometimes he'll come to Amasoma, and the times I do not even know, just come to Amasoma, babe, how far, I'm outside, come outside. I liked his company, we enjoyed our company and everything, but if it was marriage, no, I wasn't ready to get married then. Fast forward to 2020, lockdown happened, March, lockdown happened. So March, April, May, then June, that's when we went to Amasoma, me and Ruth, because we've not seen for that long, and we now went. In fact, we were even having issues then. We were supposed to meet earlier than that, but then something happened, so we couldn't meet up. So that time we were having issues. So Ruth and I think we had something to do in Amasoma. Okay, Ruth graduated from my school, okay, and me too, I finished on NDU. But I not always sing, is in the capital city, me I'm in Amasoma. So that was just how it was throughout. Sorry, I'm trying to fast track the gist because of time and everything. If I can get screenshots, I'm going to put screenshots where it's necessary. And when we went, we saw, of course, me and Ruth, we surprised him, and he didn't know I was coming. Oh, he was so excited seeing me, and I think we reconciled. Then I went back to Amasoma to pick up whatever I went to pick up in Amasoma. I must have forgotten what I went. Then me and Ruth, we either left for Port Harcourt the next day or a day after. You know, someone that's already told you she wanted to get married, okay? I mean, I told him I wasn't ready, and I think I told him if he still wants us to get married, we should wait something, but he wasn't willing to wait. And you know, it's different when a girl is ready and when a guy is ready, okay? When a girl is ready, okay, she can wait because of the partner. But when a man is ready, I think he's just ready and he wants to get married that time, because of course he has the money, he has the everything. So he just couldn't wait. But he didn't tell me. That's my problem with him. In my mind, we're still in this. Something that happened before the end of the year, you know, it's a distant relationship thing now. I was in Port Harcourt and he was in Bayelsa. So a lot of things that was not so serious was taken very seriously. Before the end of 2020, I remember we were in a relationship, so we talk almost every day. And so he told me there was one girl like that they just employed in his office. So a colleague. I don't know how true it is now, because everything in my head now, I'm doubting everything he told me because of the way the stunt he pulled now. So there's one girl that he said, oh, it was his colleague, and okay, this person was a colleague. So me, I'm a jovial person. If you view my status on WhatsApp, you just know that, oh, this person is a playful person. I post my friends and I may call them, oh, this is my love, this is my sweetheart, this is my darling. Since I'm that kind of person, I do not really like, I cannot stop you from being that kind of person. So he was posting her and we were like, Paddy, of course, I'm not calling her name. Paddy is not her name. So in case this sounds familiar to you and you say anything in my comment section, I'm gonna sweep you out, okay? Because I don't know what you're talking about. If this sounds familiar, then it may just be a coincidence because I don't know what you're talking about. Let's dive into the video. He started posting her, and this person is his friend. Of course, because you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean you should all be in the person's space, right? So allow the person have friends. Of course, we resumed now. They called off the strike, pandemic, and there was still pandemic, but it wasn't as bad as anymore. So we resumed life. Life started, and I think I saw him a particular time, and in his phone, in his WhatsApp background, he used an engagement finger. Men are what? They rub mud on your white shirt, literally. You know when you snap somebody, when they engage somebody, they snap mainly the fingers, okay? So the engagement ring was there and it was in his background. I was like, who is this? Who has this ring? Like, who has this ring? He now said, that is his friend that engaged his girlfriend. Okay, so it was like, okay, but why are you using it? Well, I didn't want to be too nosy, and I didn't want to look like, that's why in this life, I ask every question. As long as you're in a relationship with this person, ask every question. No question is not valid, because men rub oil on your white shirts. I did not allow it to become a real topic of discussion. Like, then why are you not using it? I said, now what happened? Is it a crime? I said, no, sorry, it wasn't a crime, and I let it slide. Funny enough, I was still with Ruth that time again, Ruth always. So I was with Ruth that time, and I noticed, so maybe because somebody was like, I didn't want to overflow the issue or something. But after everything, I started joining these dots, because now, you wouldn't know. I was seeing the red flags all along, but I didn't see anybody as a threat, and maybe some of the same maybe I didn't like him as much. I don't know. See, now I'm not talking from regret, okay? If you see me, look at me very well. I don't think I look frustrated. Anyway, they don't write it on the face, right? But now let me tell you, because it's me. I'm not lamenting. I'm talking from a better space right now. Not having any more exes. Oh, this girl is hitting her head against the wall. Not at all. But I'm just trying to say, because I'm trying to share my experience, and because people asked for this story, so it's like a story time. Nevertheless, I'm still a human being, right? When we resumed, after that time, he was always saying he wanted to see me. School has resumed, and my school had to fast track a lot of things because Corona took almost one complete year from our academic calendar. So my school was trying to fast track everything. School was just fast, and I did not really have time for a lot of things. And mind you, this same girl, I was seeing them, they were always going out, and she was now with an engagement ring. So I asked, how far now? Who is this girl that you always post? And I said, oh, that is his friend, and she's engaged. So when somebody tell you somebody's engaged, you don't see the person. She's engaged. Oh, nice, congratulations. We have a wedding to attend. That kind of thing. So it was not something you're going to think about that. I didn't think he just said, oh, we are engaged. You understand, it's a different thing. But when I say she's engaged, so when they say she's engaged, you will not think of the person telling me this person she's engaged to. So it made me let down my guard to 0, 0, 0. Even if I was building up something, it just diminished completely, because this person is engaged, and you want to get jealous about somebody that is engaged to me, and he said it was his friend and his colleague too that is engaged. So if my friend is engaged, I would want to help this person plan the person's wedding, right? So I guess he was always in that space because he was helping her plan her wedding. I think that's even what he told me. He said that he was helping her plan, or she's preparing for her wedding. So they were snapping pictures almost always. They were going out. So when he said he wanted to see me a couple of times, I did not grant him that permission. So finally I'm like, wait till you want to see me. Oh yeah, now come. So he now came to Amasoma at a particular time, and it wasn't funny. Like, I was not even happy about the fact that I allowed him to even come to Amasoma. Yes, he came to Amasoma. I think we saw in April, and he attempted a kiss. So I was like, reducing information like you, because this person is married. Okay, so let's not be like, I'm trying to ruin somebody's marriage. It wasn't so funny him coming to Amasoma, and I did not like the fact that he came to Amasoma. And this person is married now. I don't have plans of getting married to him. So why do I want to spoil the person's marriage? So, but in a nutshell, him coming to Amasoma wasn't so nice, especially for someone that was getting married. And then I did not know. Let me not fast track this thing, just getting sweeter. So that was in April. Then in May, he now started posting this same person. I couldn't take it anymore. Oh God, what is happening? Why are you posting somebody's wife like this? Like, even if the person is getting married, why the person have space now? This person is getting married. Why do you think the person's husband will be happy you posting his wife and taking compromising position? Uncomfortable with it, and I had to ask outright, what's going on? The photo was out already. They want to snap already, and the one I saw was pre-wedding picture, because he was just too much. And what he was doing, he's going to post their legs. Men are funny. He's going to post their legs, he's going to post their hands, he's going to post their back. So there were times that pre-wedding photo now, of course, they had write-ups on their t-shirts behind. This person is looking familiar. What's going on? And I asked, wait a moment. Are you guys getting married? Is what I'm thinking. it was then the dots started joining, like, okay, she's engaged with my colleague. The ring in his WhatsApp background. Is it possible you guys are, is it possible you are the one she's getting married to? Because yeah, she's getting married, and actually she's getting married. She's engaged, yes, she's engaged. But it did not click that it was him, she was engaged to him or something. It was just too sad. Like, and then I was going to class. I was going to read in class. It was in the night. I was chatting with him, and I was so pained. I don't know why. I think I was so teary. Chamberlain, my classmate, she was in class with me, so we went to class, we went to read, and she noticed. She now had to go through the chat and everything. She now said that there was a time he gave me a clue, but I did not pick it. I said, was I supposed to pick it? Like, this is somebody that the last time we checked, we had not broken up. Like, woke up like, okay, maybe do it again, maybe end up for you. No, so the next thing I'm seeing pre-wedding photo on WhatsApp status, and this person is getting married to another person. And just last month, you came to Amasoma to do what? You're getting married to another person, I come to Amasoma to what exactly? It was just very annoying. Like, it was, I felt like a fool. Like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? If you see episode like type. The only thing this guy said was, sorry dear.
So before the end of 2020, my phone got bad and he promised to support me get a new one. So when he came to my son, babe, what's up? Why are we having issues? Or like me that's angry at you that you did not send me the money you promised to send me. He now said, okay, send me your details, I'm going to send you money. And before the end of the month, he actually did send me the money. This guy is a sharp guy. It's just now I realized that he came to pay me, or so I was not going to stand up on his wedding day and say, I have a problem why these people will not get married. Oh my man, I may just come, guys.
So I wish you were. He now said thank you, and like, it was the nerve for me. I was so, and me on a normal day I would have deleted his number immediately, but I did not want to believe. So later on, when I'd found out, he now posted the main face, like their faces, and I was like, oh, this is true. I think that's when I became teary. Maybe that's when the tears dropped. And of course, I'm still a human being, right? This was somebody that the last time I checked, we were in a relationship, so it would not be so easy for me to just. I still had emotions. I told him that I felt so disrespected. Like, why didn't you would have told me? He now said he would have told me, but I said I was going to kill him. Like, me. When did I have that discussion with you that you said that kind of thing? I guess he was just trying to defend himself, and he did not have any other thing than to say that. Lest I forget, you know, we're an item. We put it out there. Your partner's friend is not your friend. Oh, Jerry, have your own friend. Their friend is their friend. See if anything happens, they will support their friend. You have your own friend that's going to support you, because along the line, till now, I even have his friends. They still feel my status till now, like about 2 of them, male and female. In fact, those people that even got married, those people, they still feel my status. And I know you guys may even watch this thing. And they never told me. Like, I was the one that was still under the water. I was not seeing what was above the water. I did not even know that this guy was even planning marriage with another person. It's not about having them on your contact list though. They don't even send you. They don't send your papa. At the end of the day, have your own person that's going to stand for you, because if anything happened and something happened, they do not even do like anything. They never even say address, how far, what's going on. When he said that yes, she's engaged to him, and I said, wait, when I could get to my hand, I told me the next month, which was June. So last month made them a year. Yeah, a year. Happy married life to you guys. Funny enough, I wish him very well right now, because he did not do anything bad to me, and he did not steal my money. He married, and he said he wanted to get married. It was just me that wasn't ready. So, but what was just annoying was the way he played it, the way he did it. Of course, you'd have told me, and I wouldn't have gotten married to you. Oh, she's a blessing. I'm not trying to say it's not a blessing. It's a blessing, but it's not my blessing to keep. You understand? We all have whom God has destined for us. If only I forced my head inside that kind of thing, I would have regretted. It's not even. I will regret because it's not. we had a lot of differences that I was trying to sweep under the carpet, like I was trying to overlook a lot of things that I wasn't comfortable with, but for peace to reign, and I was just not that kind of thing that you're in something but you're not happy about it. That's the kind of thing it was, and I'm just happy we did not end up together, because I would have had regrets. So my friend now chatted me up, or our friend, she's both my friend and her friend too, and she knew we're in a relationship. She now said, "So Joyce, they look for me, but I'm tempted to call her name." But she now said, "So Joyce, you are getting married next month and you did not tell me, or you are getting married, you and this person," she called the person name, "you guys are getting married and you not tell me." I said, what kind of stuff is that one? If I'm getting married, won't I tell you? So she now said that is not getting married next month. I was like, someone that's getting married next month, you did not see who is getting married, you saw pre-wedding photo, they covered the woman's face. Of course, the girl's face is still be there. It was in my face. Why are you talking like it's my face? I just had to tell her that I did not also know. I found out on social media as you too also found out on social media. My graduation was fine. It was beautiful. The white wedding was more beautiful, safe, and it was beautiful. And my friend got married. I think exactly a month later. This guy chatted me up again. It's very funny. Like when I see things like this, I'm like, this is how I would have got married to this kind of person, right? What kind of a month before your marriage, you're still with ex. A month after your marriage, you're coming back to it. What are you chatting me up for? He said, "Oh, so you deleted my number." I said, "Sorry, I'm going to frame your number here. I will now write our names together together forever." It was just a very lame question, and he knew I wasn't having it. Maybe you're married. You will not enjoy your marriage. In less than 1 month, you're chatting. What's that rubbish? What is that rubbish? I think you are married. Stay in your marriage. I unfollowed him. I deleted his number, and I think I blocked him too. I later blocked him on WhatsApp, or maybe I did not, but I know that I deleted his number. But he's still following me on Instagram, so he likes my post, and I think sometimes he used to drop a comment. And we are not enemies in a nutshell, but we can never be friends anymore. I hope you learned 1 or 2 from this, and Amiibo people, I hope you've gotten the gist you want. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop a comment below. Have you been in such a situation before? Let's gist. How was yours? How did you overcome it? Did you cry? In fact, that night class I went to, I don't understand, I don't read anything, I don't achieve anything in that night class, because I had to go through our chats, read the chat over and over again, and that was just how it ended. And see me 1 year later, I am happier, and I am talking about it with smiles on my face. See, you're going to overcome it. No matter how bad it is, you're going to overcome it. Nothing they happen to you. That phase will pass, and you smile about it. So don't cry in public. Cry in the room, and before you come out, adjust your crown like the queen you are, and shake it off. It may not make sense right now if you're going through this. It may not make sense right now, but the dots are going to join, and you're going to be happy. All right, until we meet again. My name is Chinipriye, and please do all the nice things. Share my videos. I want to grow this space. I want to grow this channel, and we'll do it together. Okay? All right. Bye. I'm tired. I want to go and sleep. I need to go to work in the morning. At dawn. It's already morning, so at dawn. Peace out.